It appears that Kevin Hunter's attorneys couldn't find any loopholes and advised him to drop the case against his ex-wife, Wendy Williams. This man must be so sad because he spent a lot of money and effort trying to get his alimony payments back, but was told to give up. Now that his own legal team is no longer on his side and tries to reason with him, will it stop Kevin from coming for his ex-wife's funds? Let's dig into this story. Hi everyone and welcome back to Celeb Live Channel. I keep my eyes on the most discussed events in show business and always bring you the hottest updates. So Kevin Hunter never expected his financial situation to turn that ugly when he filed his case against Wendy Williams. But even his new legal team is not sure that he can win. Word is on the street that they recommend he drops the idea of taking Wendy to court again and not humiliate himself even more. But will Kevin follow their advice? Or has he become too stubborn and reckless? Stay with me until the end of this video and you'll be the first to find out. Well, even Kevin Hunter's lawyers now say that he has no chance to win any new case against Wendy Williams and recommend he withdraws the lawsuit while there's still time. This might be truly devastating news for Kevin because he actually counted on his new legal team and its competence. Considering that he had already lost in court for the first time, he thought that proper reinforcement will improve his chances against Wendy during the next hearing. But if I remember correctly, he was the same confident the first time when he filed a petition and demanded his alimony payments to be resumed. He naively believed that his sob story about being broke and having no money to pay his bills was convincing and could overlap all settlement agreements he had signed. Well, it's still unclear whether it was a lie or not, but Kevin claimed that since the alimony stopped coming, his life has been turned upside down and he couldn't even pay for his hip surgery and car insurance. This man probably believed he could gain sympathy from the judge, but he wiped that smug look off Kevin's face with his decision. As the U.S. tabloid The Sun exclusively reported, the judge found that Kevin's request was not emergent and ordered his application to be dismissed without prejudice. I wish I could see Kevin's face when the judge told him, "No, sir, you won't be getting any money from your ex-wife," and denied his pathetic claim. But I guess that no one, except Kevin himself, expected another outcome in this story. He felt too comfortable living the life of a scavenger even after the divorce that he never thought about launching any new projects. I mean, he claims that he works on something, but apparently it doesn't bring enough to sustain that lavish lifestyle he got used to. And it's surely not as big as Wendy's alimony, considering how hard he tries to get it back. So, as I see it, he was okay with living off Wendy for decades and squandering her money the way he wanted. For example, sponsoring his mistress and buying her diamonds and cars. That's he believed he could do the same after the divorce. Kevin might have been so happy to sign the settlement agreement, where Wendy generously agreed to send him alimony checks every month that he didn't even consider that she held any grudges against him. As he stated after the divorce, "I went to the table in good faith and we reached what I thought was an amicable agreement. In fact, it was one of the fastest celebrity divorces ever." Poor, naive Kevin Hunter. But he didn't even realize then that he was about to get played big time and lose not only Wendy's checks, but his own reputation. And even though it wasn't Wendy's direct decision to cut him off, he got right what he deserved. And according to Kevin's new legal team, there are enough facts to prove his claims for his ex-wife's money. Many people thought that taking things to court was a stupid move from the start. Considering that it's he who should somehow compensate Wendy for all these years of pain and cheating, he had no shame when he dragged her to court. One person wrote, "The judge needs to tell Wendy to buy him a food truck so he can support himself and be on his way. And that would be very generous. She owes him nothing." And another commented, "Kevin's behavior contributed to her breakdown. He doesn't deserve another penny of her money. It's not her fault that he ran through the millions he got during the divorce." So, Kevin perfectly knew what he was doing since the very beginning when he was sleeping with his mistress and using Wendy's money to sponsor her opulent lifestyle. It was a perfectly normal life for him and he never thought about Wendy's feelings and the pain he had been causing. Apparently, he got used to leeching off his wife and now he didn't even consider that his life could be different. That's why he simply thought that the first judge had made a mistake and decided to push this case further. I wouldn't even be surprised that it was Sharina who had forced him to drag this lawsuit further because this girl can't imagine her life without luxurious things. But at the same time, she didn't want to dirty her hands with an ungrateful job. Well, we all want to have this kind of life when someone works hard to provide for you, but we are not 10 anymore. Both Sharina and Kevin are grown-ups, but certainly behave like naughty kids whose mothers didn't buy them candy. No wonder they turned everyone against themselves with such behavior and attitude. And if Sharina was slammed on social media since the world learned about her pathetic role as a mistress, Kevin is experiencing a range of wild emotions at the moment, with all his friends taking Wendy's side and blaming him for the havoc he had wreaked. Wendy and Kevin's longtime friend, Charlemagne the God, revealed after the couple got divorced that he was truly happy for Wendy. The radio host stated that he was pleased to hear that Wendy finally got rid of that terrible husband of hers. Imagine the level of public contempt toward Kevin. But it's well-deserved in my opinion. Even his own son, Kevin Jr., who tried to stay neutral in this story and stay respectful of both parents, recently made a statement and accused his father of financially abusing his mom. Well, it seems like the whole world is turned against Kevin Hunter. And even his new attorneys don't see the point in pushing the lawsuit further. They recommend he stops fighting for the money he can never get because this case is hopeless for him. But do they have enough power to convince him and move on? After all, this man states that he is full of creativity, but so far, the only thing he created is a total mess in his own life. Many people agree that he may not stop at this point, and his scavenging ideas will only continue bringing Wendy Williams and us much laughter. One of my subscribers commented, well, he should use some of his so-called creativity for himself and make himself some money. And another person thinks that Kevin will use any excuse to drag this mess further. He wrote, Wendy better be careful because he will certainly try to sue her for talking about him on any show. So even when Kevin Hunter's attorneys recommend he gives up this stupid idea, will he actually listen to them and calm down? Or will he hire another legal team that can continue to take his money and pretend that he has any chance? With Sharina by his side, I doubt this scavenging duo will ever give up. And what do you reckon? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'm eager to know what you're thinking. And as always, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'll be back very soon with more updates on this drama.